Now, a lot of you are new to this whole investing thing, and the other day I released a little video on TikTok explaining how I buy my stocks. Now I got a lot of questions. I'm going to do a little Q&A video. You've got the questions, I've got the answers, so stay tuned. By the way, welcome to all the future millionaires who are new to this channel. Let me tell you from now that is going to be your name going on, because I want you to follow me on this journey of being a future millionaire, and I'm going to document it on this channel to show you that it is possible, and I want to take you along on this journey. So welcome to all the new future millionaires here. I am not a trader. So if you see a text on TikTok that looks like this, and they're going to tell you that they can trade stocks for you and that they can give you a percentage if you give them a little bit of money in return, then you know it's not me. And my name on TikTok is Dimi Fearman. And my name on Instagram is Demetrius_Fearman with the verification badge. And on YouTube, my name is Demetrius Fearman. In the other page apart from that, they are scammers, so don't believe them. I'm going to show you how to buy stocks online. Step 1 is you're going to need a JMMB EMA account or the stocks account. Step 2, once you get that account, you're going to log into Moneyline. Then go to transactions and select buy stock. Now, after careful consideration and advice from your financial advisor, you are going to select a stock that matches your investment goals. But for the example here, let's say I'm going to purchase TJH, Trans Jamaica Highway. Select the stock, enter the price that you want to buy it at, and select confirm. Security is of big importance, so to make sure that you are safe, you are going to enter your PIN to complete this transaction. Then once that is complete, you are good to go. The stock is in your account after processing. For 2024, I want you to put investing as part of your goals. And if this video is too short for you, then the full video will be on YouTube, either link below or you can just go on the channel. Until next time, happy investing. TikTok, you're bad. Well, anyways, this is the first question that is under this TikTok video. You still don't explain how it works. And I was kind of lost because I didn't understand the initial question. Maybe my brain kind of slow. But then they say, how do you get the money every week or every month? So I'm guessing that they want to know, how do I get paid from the stocks every week or every month, or just how do I get paid from it? And the thing is, there's two ways to get paid from stocks. You have capital appreciation and then you have dividend payments. So think about it this way. If you buy something for $10 and then you sell it for $11, your profit is $1. So that is capital appreciation. When something increases in value and you sell for a profit, that is capital appreciation. And then the second way that you get paid from stocks is by dividends. So here's another example. Let's say company XYZ makes $10 million for the year, and this is a record year for them. They're making a lot of money. So they decide to give their shareholders, which is people like me and you who invest in their company, they decide to give you a reward for doing that. So they split some of the profits with you. And that is what a dividend is. This is when a company distributes a share of their capital or of their profits to shareholders. And they generally pay this monthly, depending on the type of stock, but more commonly is that they pay quarterly, so that means they pay 4 times for the year. Some is biannually and then some are annually also. So for the capital appreciation method, you can have that money on your account, not realized, meaning you haven't sold that stock at the profit to get the money. Because think about it this way, you can have a house, and you bought the house for $5 million, but it is now worth $10 million. On the books, yes, your house worth $10 million, so your net, it will go towards your net worth, but you don't really have that physical cash. So if you want the physical cash, you'd have to sell that house to get the profit, to get the physical cash. And it's the same way with stocks. On the book value, yes, you might buy Trans Jamaica Highway for $1.41 when it IPO'd, and now it's at $3.20 or $3.50. Yes, you would be in profit, but the thing is, you'd have to sell to realize that profit. And it's the same thing with losses. If something is down, the stock price, let's say when Trans Jamaica came out, it was at $1.41, but then when in COVID period, it was at $1.30, I think, for the lowest. If you had sold then you would have realized the loss and you'd actually lose money. Dividends is the only way that you can get cash without selling the stock, without really doing nothing with the stock. You get paid that separate money as a reward for holding that stock. So hopefully that answers your question. The next question is, how much money do I need to start? You can start many ways. So the thing is, you can start by just investing in a stock, or what do you mean? Like start meaning to open an investment account? Well, it depends on the word, and let me just say start. You can start invest with anything really on the Jamaican market. You can start invest with 100 Jamaican dollars. The thing is, 100 Jamaican dollars won't give you the return that most of you are looking for. It makes sense to start, yes, but then you have to keep consistently growing that account. And that is the name of this game, consistency, and always adding to your principal. Because it makes no sense to put $100 in the market. Because if you put $100 in the market and then it goes up by 150%, that's only $250. You're only $150 in profit. That's not a lot of money. So you get my drift, right? Just imagine now if that $100 was $1 million, then you would be up in profit by $1.5 million. So I'm not saying this to discourage you to say that you have to put in $1 million in one go, but make it a priority. Put $1,000 each month and go and build up your portfolio. So that's how you can start. That's how much you need to start. Scheme or Skemi team ask if I teach. Currently, I do not. But I get this question a lot. So I wonder, if I decide to teach, or if I decide to keep classes or sell a course, would you buy it? If I decide to keep a class, would you come? Would you pay for the class? I've already put out a lot of free content, so if people want tailored, structured help, if they want my time, they'd have to pay for it. So would you guys be open to pay for a course or pay for my time? Let me know down below in the comment section. Next question is, Dimi, how you earn from it? Is it like gambling? So I mentioned the two ways that you can earn from the stock market: capital appreciation and dividends. So that is answered, so I don't have to go over that again. But is it a gamble? And that's the real question. Because the truth is, nobody knows what the stock market is going to do, because the stock market is controlled by people. It moves off our emotions and our actions. It's a case where once you do your research and your homework, you can make almost an educated guess to say that based on my evaluation and based on the profits of this company, I think that it would be a good investment, or I think that my money will be safe here, and probably it will grow over time. And that is my best answer that I can give if it's a gamble, yes or no. It's better than just putting up your money to odds, because you can't really study that. Anything can happen. But if you make an educated assumption, or if you do your research and you have data to back up your decision, then more than likely the data or your research will reflect in a positive light. Orion Goodwill said that best time to start investing is today. By the way, you guys can follow him over on TikTok. He's a fellow investment or personal finance creator, so you can follow him on TikTok. He's doing the good deed over there. One of the youngins that saw the light, or that is seeing the light in trying to manage their finances, and they're on the right track. So you can follow him over there. Next question, how you get the account? So I made a full video telling you how to open a JMMB stock account. So you can watch that video right here. But basically all you're going to need is 25,000 Jamaican dollars. You're going to need proof of funds, which is proof of income. You're going to need proof of address, and you're going to need around 2 references. And you're going to sign up a couple forms, maybe a client relationship form, and you're good to go after that. Your TRN, your ID, just bring a driver's license if you have one. If you don't have an ID, bring a driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license, you bring your passport. Guys, I miss you say, whenever I get some money, I will do it. That's good. Set it as a goal, set it as a priority, and just get it done. The next question is, can you show us how you take the money earned from stocks from the account? It's simple. So once you have the JMMB Moneyline account, and let's say I have a stock at $1 and it goes to $2, and I said, all right, Now it's time to get some profits. I will go on the Moneyline platform, I will go into transactions, then I will go into sell a stock. Then once I say sell a stock, I'm going to select the actual stock that I want to select. Once I select that stock, now I have to look on the queue to see what are the prices that people are buying it for. Because if the stock price is at $2, it doesn't mean that somebody is willing to buy it for $2. And that's the way how the market works, and that's the way any market works. Petrojam is selling gas at a certain price, but that doesn't mean that the actual gas station that you buy it for, or the actual gas station that you buy it from, is going to sell it at the same price that Petrojam is selling it for. So a buyer and a seller have to mutually agree on a price in order for the transaction to go through. And this is done by the stock market. They're the ones that facilitate this. So let's say that the price of XYZ stock is currently at $2, but somebody is willing to buy it for $1.95. Then it's up to me to decide that maybe I want to sell it at $1.95. If I put it on the market for $2 and nobody isn't buying it, and somebody offers $1.95, then I can say, all right, compromise, it's not the $2 that I wanted, but I'm going to sell it at $1.95. Still a profit, still a profit. So you sold for $1.95, fees come out, the transaction has been settled, and the money is now in your stock account. If it's on JMMB's EMMA account, you can simply just transfer it, just like you do a normal bank transfer on Scotia or NCB. Transfer from that account to another account, and you can use it, spend if you want, or you can use it, buy into another stock if you want. The money is yours once you do that. Simple. Ms. Jones says, thank you so much. This was the video I needed to begin my investment journey. Clear and straight to the point. Prior emoji. Thank you so much, Ms. Jones. And I'm glad that my message is reaching people who appreciate it and people who are going to take action. Question from fresh_prince. What if I have a Scotia account? So you can invest with almost every bank in Jamaica right now because they have a brokerage arm. And that just means they have an investment institution within their bank that facilitates buying and selling shares, stocks, mutual funds, all the works. However, the starting price for each institution varies, and I think Scotia is around 250,000 Jamaican dollars. Mayberry is around $1 million Jamaican dollars. JN, what, 5 grand or 10 grand? I don't remember. But JMMB is around $25,000. So you have to maybe decide what works for you, what price you can afford, or maybe just talk to your banker and see how well they can facilitate you. But yes, Scotia does have an investment arm that you could sign up for. Next question. Hi, if I understand correctly, it's a JMMB app, but can you use it without a JMMB bank account? No. The same way that you can't use the Scotia app without having Scotia login credentials or having a Scotia account, you can't use the JMMB app without having a JMMB account. Next question. Could you do a live for us, please? I never really understand the question here still. So I say a live about what? And the person says, never mind. But then somebody explained and I understood what she was asking. They says, I think she means explaining step by step what you just did along with the other things, because in your video you didn't explain much. And then somebody said, LOL, bro, slow. Yeah, I'm kind of slow when I read things. It's not my fault. The brain just not process things fast enough. But if you want to see a step-by-step of how I actually buy my stocks, then there's always the full video. Well, I could upload the whole video on TikTok. I have been experimenting with it, but then nobody watches that 15-minute video. So if you really want to learn, then just go on TikTok on my page and you will see the YouTube icon. Next question from Skylar Chase. I have a normal JMMB account. Can it work? No. If you have a normal JMMB savings account, it cannot work. You have to use a JMMB EMMA account, which stands for Equity Money Market Account. Equity is the same thing as stock, so it's basically saying the stock account. Does this allow you to buy REITs overseas? So let me give you a quick background to this question. REITs, R-E-I-T-S, stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. And this is just basically you owning rental property without actually owning real estate. So this is just an organization or a company that specializes in owning real estate, and then they pay their shareholders dividends for investing in their company. JMMB app or the JMMB money line does not allow you to buy a US REITs. You would have to have a US stock account to do that. You can use a stock account like Interactive Brokers. You could use a broker like Interactive Broker if you're overseas, and maybe you could use Robinhood. But you could buy local REITs, even though there are special laws that put Jamaican real estate companies not necessarily in the REITs category, because REITs mean that you have to pay, I guess, over 10% in dividends. So there are real estate companies here like Panjam, 138 Student Living, Kingston Properties, Proven, Cygnus. So yeah, you could invest in some of those and get your feet wet in real estate that way. Andreen Osborne asks, what if I don't have a financial advisor? Then get one. But if you are new to this whole investment game and you don't have the knowledge that you feel comfortable with, then it's best to work with somebody who is licensed to do so. I am not licensed to do so, so I can't tell you what to buy because that would be illegal. I don't have the license to do so. Same way how I can't just sell a house without being a real estate agent because I don't know the laws of real estate. Even though I think I know more than the average person when it comes to investing, I am not licensed to do so. So it's always good to have a financial advisor because they have the technology and they have the information and the research of their brokerage firm behind them to give you the best information that suits your investment needs. And it's basically free to get one because some of them just work on the commission. You have advisors out there who you can pay a one-time fee for a 1-hour consultation. So you can always look to that also. Neka says, my son is 13 years old and he's asking me to buy some for him, but not sure where he wants to buy it yet. Do you think it's a good idea? I generally believe that the earlier that you can start investing, the better for you. And I'm going to show you a quick example here by the means of using compounding interest.
Let's say you invested $1,000 every year into an account earning 5% simple interest each year and decided to withdraw the interest at the end of each year. Over the 30 years, you would have saved $30,000 and earned $23,250 interest on top of that. If you made the same investment with interest compounding monthly, with the same savings and 5% interest rate over the same 30-year period, your interest earned would increase to $41,247.57, with a total balance of $71,247.57. That's almost double the amount of interest earned when compared with our simple interest example. The extra interest is generated as a result of monthly compounding and leaving your interest in the account to earn additional interest over time. So the sooner you put your money into an account that is earning compound interest and leave it there, the faster your money will accumulate and the larger your savings will become.
So simply put, the more time you have in the market, the more time compound interest has to work and the bigger your returns are going to be. Rashawn Gregory, the real question is, if I put 50G in a stock, how much would I receive at the end of the year? I've always heard about stocks, but don't really understand. Let me show you one example. Quick maths. Let's say a stock is going to appreciate 10% over the year. You get a good stock and you appreciate like 10% over the year. Maybe you appreciate 10% in 3 months. $50,000 times 10%. That's $5,000. So over the space it appreciates 10% in, sometimes that can happen in a 2 day. But let's say it happens in 3 months, we're being conservative. Then that $50,000 become $55,000. So it's relative to the amount that you invest. So don't think that your $50,000 is going to be life-changing. So it's not something that you can just set it and forget it. You have to be consistent with this. Think about it. Is investing right for you right now? Yes, because it's better than a savings account. I would view it as a savings account. That's how I view investing. I am putting down my money for it to grow over time so that when I'm older or when I need it, even if $1,000 more than what I put in for, at least my money more. And it's not getting less like with regular savings account. You're putting your money and then all the bank charges and inflation just chop down my money. People say, use the money and start business. Business, yes, business is great. It is the way to go. But every time I have extra money, I'm going to start more business. No, brother. Sometimes I just want to put the money down and let that money just work for itself without me doing nothing. We just want the money maintain value or grow in value. So investing is relative to the amount that you put in. Taffy Don says, can I still do that if I live in a different country like the UK? So I'm sure that many of the investment houses in Jamaica will allow you to open a bank account with them. The thing is, it's going to be relatively difficult to send your information or have somebody in Jamaica that signs off on certain documents for you. I'm sure that they could create the pathway for you to open an account online and send your documents over fax or send your documents over email and get them signed by a JP. It's just a little bit more friction, but it is possible because people have opened accounts with JMMB and they are overseas. So you could do this online. You just have to call them, let them know your situation, and let them direct you from there. But yes, it is possible. Island boy, man say he needs some class on this. Again, people want me to keep the class. Whew. So guess what? If you don't want part 2, just let me know, because this was a lot of questions from the one video. I'm gonna have a whole lot more videos. I'm gonna have a lot more questions. So if you don't want part 2, let me know down in the comment section below. But until next time, big up on yourself. Follow me over on Instagram at Demetrius_Fearman. Follow me on TikTok at DemiFearman. And subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. Until next time, work hard, make money, and happy investing. Phew.